Welcome to my world.
I know a place where we can go to lay the troubles down, eating your soul. I know a place where mercy flows. Take the stains, make you whiter than snow. Like a tide, it is rising up deep inside a current that moves and makes it come alive. Living water that brings the dead to life. We're going down to the river, down to the river, down to the river to pray. Let's get washed by the water, washed by the water, and rise up in amazing grace. Let's go. Gonna go down in amazing grace.
The sun is just making its way up, and I am on my way to the yard. To get my load. See what day this is going to be like. I did a little praying last night, asking God to give me some good weather on the way home. But we can't really stop the weather. But then again, God is amazing. God can do anything. So I put my trust in Him. I put my trust in Him that He will get me home safely. Yes, I do. It's pretty cold out today. I think it's about -6 right now. It's cold anyway when you wake up and you're going. But it looks like it's going to be another nice day out here in Calgary. At least it's clear. And now that's only going to last for so long. So, when I make my way out, I have to check my apps again and see if any of those weather warnings went away. I really do hope they have. That would be sweet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, well, I'm just waiting for my load. It was too heavy, so they had to rework it. So I'm leaving later than I wanted to. And I was just taking a look at some of the weather warnings. There's a lot of weather warnings for today. Something like this, snowfall with a total amount of 10 to 20 centimeters that's expected. The heaviest snowfall will begin this evening and end by late Friday evening. Locally, higher accumulations are possible, particularly along the Icefields Parkway. And that's Jasper. And you go into Golden here, and this is the other warning that they have here. Poor driving conditions due to snow and blowing snow in the passes today. Poor driving conditions can be expected in the mountain passes of the city. An intense storm crossing the BC interior will bring snow and strong winds to the passes. Snow and blowing snow will severely reduce visibility at times. Heavy snowfalls to 20 to 25 centimeters are likely at Rogers Pass and Kootenay Pass by Friday morning. Wow. Freezing rain levels will turn to snow to rain this evening at the Coquihalla Summit and Allison Pass. About 15 centimeters of snow accumulates. Yeah, it's not going to be pretty. Not going to be pretty at all. Oh well, that's all a part of this job, isn't it? Well, it could be a very fun video for you guys. If I could just get out of here, we can get the show on the road. All right, I'm on my way. It is 11:30 Pacific time, and it's really beautiful out here in Calgary. I wish this weather would follow me. You never know. Who knows what the Lord will do? I did pray that He would help me through the weather. And I do pray, Lord, that You would give me good judgment, good discernment, wisdom, good insight, Lord, on how to conduct myself on the road. Please give me patience to deal with all kinds of situations. And I pray, Lord, that You would bless everyone watching this video, that You would provide for all their needs, Lord. In Yeshua's name I pray. Amen. Okay, before I left, I did check the weather and the cams. Still looks relatively sunny in Banff, but that's still a ways away. I'm praying and I'm hoping that I can make it through before the bad weather hits. Well, let's see what happens. These guys too with this company, they understand that, and they know that, you know, if it's unsafe, you know, it's just not a good thing. Pull over, it doesn't matter. Besides, the stuff I got in the back here, if I run out of reefer fuel, it's cold enough, nothing's gonna thaw out in there. But I should be all right. I should be okay. So what I'm probably going to do is when I get into Golden, I'm going to take a look at my cams to see what it looks like up there, and draw a conclusion from there. I don't think it'll be too bad by the time I get up there. The only thing I'm concerned about is other guys running into you. See a lot of that out here. A lot of the time when you're driving, you got to drive on the fog line when you're taking corners because other guys are always in your lane. Okay, just leaving the scale right now in Golden, heading towards Rogers Pass, and as you can see, snow's getting a little bit thicker. This is where the fun, this is where it begins. Yeah, it's pretty ugly up here right now. The roads don't seem to be too bad. Looks like they sanded them, which is not too bad. I've got my Jake on stage 2 right now. I don't want to have it on 3 because I don't want the trailer taken off on me. I don't know how slippery it is out here right now. But it's a winter wonderland, that's for sure. little bit ugly up there, but we made it through. Praise Yeshua. Stage 2 complete. Now the next one will be wondering what the Kokala Highway is going to look like. But I got a little bit of time before I get there. It's pretty cool. It's windy out here. Here comes the wind. Hello, Revelstoke. My favorite places to come to. Okay, right now I'm in Kamloops. Just had to get some fuel because I just burned a ton of fuel. Trying to crawl up those hills and doing 60 kilometers an hour all the way through Rogers Pass. I might have had enough, I don't know. I didn't want to take a chance of didn't want to take a chance. Running low. Okay, asked a couple guys about the Coke. And I'm getting a lot of mixed reviews. Some people say it's good, some people say it's wet, some people say it's icy. I don't know. So I figure I'll find out for myself. I'm gonna go anyway. I'm not gonna go through the canyon because that's gonna eat up an hour of my time extra just to get there and to get home. And I don't feel like I'm gonna get home at midnight anyway. If I go through the canyon, I'll be home at 1 a.m. and then the load I'm supposed to pick up at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, I won't be able to pick it up until like 9 because I have to take a mandatory 8 hours once I get back. So, just gonna take the Kokala Highway and see what happens. Okay, well, I have dropped my trailer and I'm pretty well sitting in the auxiliary parking for the terminal over here in New Westminster. The load I was supposed to pick up tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, they took it off of me. I guess they didn't think I was going to make it. They sent me a message and said, we'll reschedule you in the AM. I'm a little bit disappointed in that because now I'm going to have to sit around. I don't know how long I'm going to have to sit around in the morning now to get a load. I wish they would have just given it to me. I could have grabbed it. I guess they didn't realize I was going to make it. But anyhow. So that's all I can do. Anyhow, I'm going to get some rest and I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, boys and girls, I'm on my way. This time I weighed my trailer, made sure it wasn't too heavy. When I left Calgary yesterday, as you guys might remember, I was too heavy and then they had to go rework the load. I was delayed an hour. The last thing you want to be is overweight when you're going over those scales. All right, I took a look at the cams, and you know what? They don't look too bad going up there right now. Rogers Pass, again, looks like a mess. Kokala Highway looks okay. Banff and Lake Louise don't look all that great. So we will tackle that when we get there. It could be, I mean, that's like 8 hours away, so who knows what can happen within 8 hours. I really believe God got me through that storm yesterday. I was actually quite comical because I was up on the Coquella Highway.
On Braid Street.
And I'm like, you know what? These temperatures are really warm. They were like it was like 5 degrees on the top of the summit of the Coquella Highway. It's never 5 degrees during this time of the year. So I give God credit for it anyway. All right. I'm gonna do my usual stop and make my way to the Petro Pass, and then I'll be on my way.
400 meters. Turn right on
And we got a train to deal with here. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Okay, I guess. The only thing I didn't like about it is I couldn't see anything out of my windshield because these wipers on these trucks are terrible. Couldn't see much. Couldn't see very much at all. Okay, just gonna drop this trailer and call it a night. That's what I'm gonna do. See you guys in the morning. Well, I'm on my way back to New Westminster. And apparently this load's got to be there by tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. It might get there by 9 a.m. tomorrow. Because we just got another weather warning. Yeah, a really nasty one. I can't really read it, but it's ridiculous amounts of snow that's expected for the Coquella Highway and Rogers Pass tonight. Or today. I don't know when it's supposed to hit. I have no idea. So I'll just monitor it as I go. Find out. What can you do, right? What can you do? I'm really surprised it hasn't snowed out here yet. Usually there's a ton of snow out here by this time of the year in Calgary. I'm really surprised there isn't anything out here. A little bit here and there, but that's it. Had to deal with a little bit coming through, making my way through Canmore towards Calgary yesterday, but it wasn't all that the bottom of Field Hill right now. Can't get up the hill. There's a whole bunch of us that are stuck at the bottom of the hill here. They're doing construction on the top. They're trying to widen the road. I don't know why they're doing this construction now. And I guess 2 trucks on the top of the hill tried to get up the hill, and they spun out. 2 trucks side by side, blocking both lanes. You can't even get up the hill right now. And I have an empty trailer right now. No specific time I need to be in Calgary. I see no sense in chaining up to get halfway up that hill to sit there. So I think I would rather just let the sand trucks work it, and like me and probably a dozen or 2 other trucks behind me have the same idea. That construction is becoming a real pain in the butt.
Yeah, you know, Johnny Law is probably come and give his own tickets for being double parked. Oh, well, there's a real deep river right there, too.
Well, right now I'm sitting just east of Ennis Road in Chilliwack, and the highway's closed because it is so ridiculously windy out here. It is like probably the strongest wind I've ever seen. And there's been nothing but trees down all the way, and there's a Super Bee ahead of me here that apparently flipped over and he's blocking both lanes. I think they're supposed to be rerouting the traffic down Ennis Road. I'm not sure. And then they tried that, and then a power pole came down, and now that's blocked, and it's like everything's at a standstill. Eastbound traffic is going to start piling up here too because there's trees down over there. It's been a real nightmare in the last little while, just with the traffic. And earlier today, holy smoke. See what I'm talking about? There's some serious wind gusts. I don't know if it's a wise thing to be having your window open. Earlier today, or late last night, there was a lot of snow that hit Revelstoke. And there was a fatality on the highway. That part of the highway is closed too. It's an incredible mess in the last 48 hours, 72 hours. Just lots of snow, serious wind, just really nasty stuff. And apparently the wind is supposed to get stronger too.
He drove right up and over top it. That should be his commercial.
Well, I'm back at the yard. It's several hours later. I had a chance to go have a bite to eat and relax a little bit. And I'm now on a reset. And I'll tell you something right now. This last several days have been far from boring, I'll tell you that right now. Dealing with the icy roads in Lake Louise and the snow on Rogers Pass, and the snow that it didn't look like it was very bad, but the snow going through Sycamoose, or should I say Melaqua, Sycamoose, and up to Salmon Arm, it got pretty thick at times. And of course, dealing with I don't know if I mentioned it, Rogers Pass and the Coquihalla Highway. And then, to make things worse, one of the best things about making these trips, and that is making it back into the Lower Mainland. We know things are going to be smooth. It's smooth sailing for at least an hour and a half back home. Not today. The winds were just horrendous. There were power poles down everywhere. There was people's sheds in their yards that were upside down. As you know, the Super Bee that was flipped over that blocked the highway, and we had to make that detour around down Crest Road and Chilliwack Central Road, and just to get back on the highway, it was just a nightmare. And I'm so glad it's over. Man. I'll tell you something, I got a feeling it's not going to get any better. I have a real strong feeling in my heart. Things are going to get a lot busier and a lot more intense. I wanted to read a few comments that were left on my previous video. And again, I want to thank you guys for your interest in the videos that I put out, and it means a lot to me when I get to hear from you guys. It really does. And not to mention the After God's Own Heart series that I have going, and I get a lot of comments from that those videos are making a difference, and you guys have no idea how much, how wonderful that is to hear that from you. So the comments on my previous video, the one I just uploaded, the road trip November 5th to the 8th, I'm just going to read some of the comments here. My buddy Alberta Hermit, he says, "Hi Ray, if I knew you were going to reset at the Edmonton yard, I would have came over to visit you. You should have given me a call when you stopped there for a while." My dear brother, the reason why, I was thinking about contacting you, and the reason why I didn't is because I was going through a bit of a rough time at that moment, and I really needed to spend that time alone with the Lord, and I didn't really contact anybody. But the next time I'm in Edmonton, you can be reassured. I do have your information. I do have your email, contact information. I will let you know the next time that I reset in Edmonton. So don't worry, my friend. Dennis Peak says, "Good morning, Ray. It was refreshing to hear your words of making time out for our Lord in our very busy day. God bless you and your family, and safe driving in the snow. Cheers, mate." Thank you, my friend. Travel for Fun Triple or 003 says, "Another great video, Ray. Thank you. Also, I really enjoy the captions you're putting in the videos. Truck safe." Well, you know what? I think the captions are good. You'll notice on this particular video, I provided a little bit more highlights and got right to the point. And I want to get a little bit more creative with those videos, so I appreciate that very much. Nathan Mingus says, "I like your video, Ray. I would like to see how you chain up. I'm sure I will. God bless and have safe travels." Nathan, yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll see me be chaining up this year. I got a feeling I'll be chaining up a few times. And Cody, I haven't talked to you for a while, my friend. I haven't heard from you for a while. He says, "Another great video, Ray." Thank you so much, my friend. I also want to read some comments from my update from Calgary. And there's a few on here. I like to read the updates because I like to let you guys know that I do read them. I do read all the comments. I don't get a chance to respond to all of them, but I do. I do read them. My buddy there, Alberta Hermit, that's what I call you anyway. He says, "Hi Ray, you should get one of those Mr. Heater Buddy heaters from Cabrella's for $129. That should help keep your truck sleeper warm. They can hook up to a propane tank with a hose, and you can use those little green propane cylinders with it." I don't know if I want to use a propane tank in here. I'm crossing my fingers they're going to get me into a new truck soon. I don't know, but I appreciate the suggestion though. But I think I want to avoid that. I don't know where I would even put a propane tank in here. I don't know if I want a propane tank in my sleeper. Travis Bennett says, "Good to hear everything is going well. Got to love the winter time. I got shut down in WY on the I-80 the other day." WY, what is that? I'm sorry, I'm Canadian. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure, but anyway, the winter weather is nothing to play with, that's for sure. Prayers and blessings to you, my friend. I pray that the Lord keeps us all safe this winter. I look forward to your next update. Be safe, my brother. Thank you, Travis. Thank you so much, my friend. God bless you. Danfa Cohen. How you doing, girl? She says, "Hi Ray, I found you here 3 days ago. You've been a real blessing to me. I'd like what you have to say. It would be nice to hear your testimony. Praying for you. May Yeshua bless you and keep you." Danfa, you know what? When I get an opportunity, I'll do an After God's Own Heart video and I will provide my testimony. Be happy to. Thanks for the comment. Sharon Little, Ladybug. She says, "Hi Ray." Hi Sharon. Thanks for your comments. Chris Nichols. "Hey buddy, haven't heard from you in a while." He says, "I like your baseball cap and your shirt. They look cool. Thanks for the update." Okay. And again, Nathan says, "Ray, I watch your videos. You help me with believing in God. Thank you so much. God bless." You know, those are the comments I like. That the videos are making a difference. And that really makes me happy to hear that. It really, really does. And there's also some others on the other ones, but that's all I'm going to mention for now. So, there you have it for another video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was very entertaining for me. I'll tell you something right now. There are several times I was very stressed out, very tense, white knuckles, especially driving down the highway. And there's one thing that you look for when you do, there's two different ways to find out if your roads are really icy. One is you look in your mirrors and you see if there's any spray coming off your tires. And any of the other drivers out there, you'll know this. You look on your tires, and if you see spray coming off of them, then you know, okay, you're safe. You don't see any spray, then there's a good chance you're either on compact or you're on ice. Another way to find out too is you feel the back of your mirror. And if it's wet, you're okay, but if it's icy, then you know what you're driving on. And I was driving through Lake Louise, and it was incredibly nerve-wracking driving through there because it was a lot of ice, and some through Rogers Pass too. But you know what? That's all part of the game. That's what it's all about. All right, everyone. So until my next video, God bless all of you in the name of Yeshua. Bye for now.